What's going on, gamers? This is D-Man here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Sony and their new PlayStation subscription service. As it was just revealed, let's talk a little bit about it. So PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now are officially joining together this coming June. It will be releasing in June, and it will still be called PlayStation Plus, but there are three different versions. There is just the normal PlayStation Plus, but they are calling it PlayStation Plus Essential. And that will just be your regular PlayStation Plus for, I believe, $10 a month, which is like the same, around the same as what it is now. So you're getting just the same stuff that you usually get. Your free games that you get every month, your deals on the store, your sales, that kind of stuff, your online, all those things. But then there's also two other ones that they are coming out with as well. One that is called PlayStation Plus Extra, and this will include around 400 games between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, and that will cost you $15 a month. Yes, I'm looking down because I do kind of have a little bit of a note here. That will be $15 a month, which will be have all them titles from PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. And then there's also one more, which is PlayStation Plus Premium, which provides as the top highest tier, which includes all the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games, so 400 of those, and then another few hundred. It's 700 games total around that to start. I think I'm not 100%, and it will be PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PS4 and PS5 games, and also PSP games as well. Now, for the price tag, though, it is $18 a month, and you will only be able to stream most of these games through the cloud of the PlayStation 5. Now, is it a good deal? That is completely up to you. Personally, I think $18 a month is a little bit of a stretch when it comes to the pricing for this. I think that's a little overboard because I guess it's weird comparing it to Game Pass because that's Xbox and Microsoft, and it's a little bit different. But at the same time, it's kind of similar. I'm glad that they're combining PlayStation Now with PlayStation Plus, though. That is a huge plus. But I also think that $18 a month, if you want to play all these classic games, is a little bit of a stretch. And probably, personally, I'd pay for maybe a month if there's some classic games that I want to play and stuff. But I wouldn't pay that monthly or the 1 year price of probably more than $60 a year. Definitely. It'd probably be like $120 a year or something to be able to pay for that. So I don't know about that, but like I said, it's your money and you spend it how you want to spend it. Now, when it comes to Game Pass, they always are doing day one release on Xbox Game Pass for a lot of studios, a lot of companies, a lot of their games, even their first party titles such as Halo Infinite was day one Game Pass. Day one. They do so many day one games for Xbox and Microsoft with the Xbox and the PC through Game Pass. And it's really freaking awesome. And it's only like $12 a month. I think it's like $15 a month if you want to get the Gold Edition, which you get it for PC and Xbox, which is also a pretty good deal. Now, Sony has already stated that they will not be doing day one releases for their biggest first-party titles. And to me, in my opinion, that makes complete sense because you look at like God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Forbidden West. All their like main first-party titles, when they release Spider-Man, like they sell a lot of copies because they are very high-quality products. And I knew that Sony would probably not add these on a subscription service day one. Maybe a couple months down the line. It'll be at least a month after release of these games before they put them on there. But I'm guessing it'll probably be 2 to 3 months at least. It'll probably maybe even 6 months down the line. It'll be a little while before those games come to the PlayStation Plus Premium subscription, but to me it kind of makes sense. Let me know if you think that it makes sense for Sony to do this. There's people on like Twitter that are getting upset over this and think that why Sony would do this, they don't get it, but I completely get it. Me and my buddies were talking about it, and like we were completely saying, yeah, it wouldn't make sense, and we couldn't see Sony releasing like God of War Ragnarok day one on this PlayStation subscription. It just wouldn't make any sense because PlayStation and Sony make their most money from their first-party titles when those release. They make massive sales. God of War and Spider-Man, Horizon, and Death Stranding, like all these games, when they first release, they make big bucks. They make big money. They sell a ton of copies because they are really high-quality products. and that if they were to release them on this subscription service day one, they would just be making a lot less money. Whereas Microsoft, they don't have many first-party titles, I'd say, but they have a lot of third-party, and they're all coming to Game Pass day one, and it just kind of works with them, and they're a completely different business model when it comes to video games and the way that they do things versus Sony. Both companies do things a little bit differently in the way that they do things. So people comparing it to Game Pass, I understand, because all the articles and things were saying, hey, Sony's going to be doing this thing similar to Game Pass to compete with Game Pass. But I mean, which it kind of is a competitor if you think about it, but they're not going to be doing these day one releases, which is totally, completely fine. They might do some third-party game releases day one on it, however. And I could really see that absolutely from third-party developers. But when it comes to Sony specifically, their exclusive first-party titles, I knew that this was probably coming and that this was going to happen. And honestly, I think it's not a bad idea and makes complete sense. However, the pricing though, it's a little iffy. Like, unless there's something I really want to play on there, like I said, I'm not going to pay $18 a month for this. I probably won't even pay the $15 a month. I might just stick with the regular one, you know? It really just depends on the games, how many games there are, what the variety is. We'll see when it comes out, and when it comes out, maybe I'll pay for a month and we'll look through it and kind of see what's going on. Or you'll get info from other people too on what games are on it and how it looks. I don't know. It's okay. It's interesting that Sony is doing something a little bit different here, but I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's just my thoughts on this new PlayStation subscription service for PlayStation Plus and what Sony is doing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel and enjoy all things gaming related, gaming news, and keeping up to date on video game news and talking about video games and the world of video games and all that stuff. So subscribe if you're new. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.